Okay, well, let me introduce you to whomever may be watching. This is Martin. Martin is a graduate of Rice University, where he also played football. And at the as he was coming up to graduation time, his director invited him to do something. Martin, you pick up the story there, okay?
Right. So my director, Andy Dennis, kind of offered me, or he suggested this opportunity to kind of work on campus essentially as a campus missionary, really. Um, and so when he first offered it to me, honestly, he's such a nice guy. I couldn't just outright say no. But in my head, I kind of said no. um, but after talking more at length with him and talking to some of my other advisors, I decided to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, so you did. You served your first year out of Rice as a campus missionary intern, and you wanted to be applying for medical school. And yay, today you're Martin. Do I pronounce your last name correctly? Uwah.
Uwah, Uwah.
Uwah.
Yes, sir.
You're Dr. Martin Uwah. And
Yes, sir. Yes,
it
sir.
all worked out. And I know that there are a lot of students who are thinking, wow, if I want to go to medical school, how can I unplug, for a whole year? Won't that penalize me for the rest of my life? And won't I not be able to do this? But you had a couple of classes that you wanted to take. And as campus missionaries, we allow that. You can take one class at a time, and you did that. And then it came time to apply for medical school. So how did that go?
Yeah, everything went well. I mean, a lot of the doubts, I had the same thing. I was thinking, okay, I need a couple more classes to go, and I'm applying for medical school. Isn't that going to be a hindrance? Shouldn't I do something like work in a lab or something like that during this year, this kind of gap year? But no, it actually really worked out. A lot of my interviews, actually, that was one of the conversation points, was what I was doing on campus, and just the opportunities I had to work with students. So it looks good on your application if you want to look at it from that perspective, that you're doing something that's service. And it's kind of it's more selfless. It's not obviously with a goal of trying to look better on paper. It's a service thing. You're not only helping other people, but you're actually really growing a lot yourself. And it all works out. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it really worked out. I mean, look at me. I finished medical school, and now I'm doing surgery. So, yeah.
Yeah. Martin is now doing a general surgery residency. He's in Florida. And you have to learn to do all kinds of surgeries except what? Brain surgery and orthopedics, right?
Basically, that's about it. And
Yeah.
even to orthopedics, in a certain extent, we do know a little bit about it, but we're not doing those surgeries. But yeah, everything from kind of here down, we're doing all of that.
Well, that's fantastic, Martin. I know that the year that you were with Andy was a real important year in the Rice BSM journey and story. And so many others have followed your example. And, sometimes it just takes one to prime the pump. And so since the time that you were there, Andy's been able to say, hey, Martin did this and it worked out. And so I just wanted other people to hear your story. When you do what God's calling you to do, sometimes it doesn't make sense up here. But then you get 3 or 4 years down the road and you look back and you go, wow, how different life would have been had I not done that. That was such an important time in my life. And Martin, I'm glad you did it. It was an important time in the Rice BSM. And, now Andy has 2 campus missionary interns there.
Yeah.
And they're doing great guns and doing such good things. And part of that is because of your contribution back then. And appreciate it so much.
No problem. No problem. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Well, Martin, good to talk to you again. And married now and a 2-week-old baby, Moses. And
right.
Congratulations for all the wonderful things God is doing in your life. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. I'll sign off for now.
All right. Have a good day.
You do too, Martin. Bye.
Bye.